Hey y'all, what's up? This your girl Diana Nicole, and I'm back with another podcast episode on the irony of it all. So we're gonna get right into it, y'all. Today, I'm talking about how I was with self-care and self-love and what I thought it was, and the depths of it, the things I didn't even know how important it was. Like, I thought I was loving on myself, y'all. I thought I knew what self-love and self-care was. I thought. But once I started growing up and I wouldn't even say growing up, when I got into spirituality and I got really more into the spirit and into God and who I am as a person and how I'm supposed to love and the person I am supposed to be, and the person that was within me, but I was compressing it down by all the trauma, all the hurt, all the pain I was carrying. Yeah, that person thought they knew what self-love and self-care was. But I'm so grateful to be in this moment and actually know what it is, y'all. So we're going to break it down. We're going to get into it today. We're going to get into it. So let's go. Okay, self-love and self-care. Some think it's the same thing. However, it is not. It is two totally different things. One is more of a feeling, an emotion, and a mind state. And the other one is something that you do for yourself. Self-care is when you take care of yourself as far as your hygiene, make sure your hair is washed, your nails are clean, your toe. That is self-care, making sure that you do things for yourself that make you smile. Something that excites you. That is self-care. Self-love. Self-love is when that is an emotion, that is a feeling, that is a drive that is within you. When you have self-love, it's almost like a higher level of respect for yourself. Self-love, when you truly have self-love, you're not going to allow yourself to be used, to be abused, to be tried, to be played with, to be toyed with. None of that. When you have self-love, when you have mastered self-love, you don't allow yourself to be consumed by any negative, anything that could come into your life that's going to break you down, make you sad, or drive you crazy. You want no parts in it. You respect yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And there's nothing wrong with not being on the level of fully loving yourself. And, not being able to say, like me right now, I can't say, hey, as far as my self-love level, I'm 100%. Because there are days where I question things, but I'm working on it daily. Anytime I go through that moment, I make sure I stop my mind. I stop my mental, like, hold on. Is this love? Is this loving to you? Is this loving to yourself, Diana? Like, really? That's really how, people say, oh, why are you talking to third person? Sometimes you have to put yourself in third person and ask yourself, like, hey, self. Hey, Diana, is this right? Is this loving to me? Like, what you're doing to me, is this loving? Are you benefiting in great ways from this on an emotional level? Or is this something you're doing that's going to tear you down 2 days from now? And then you'll have to be in here doing self-love and self-care. See, that's what I was so caught up in. I didn't understand the difference. I thought it was one and the same. I thought, hey, if I'm getting my nails done and I'm getting my hair done and I'm making sure my clothes are clean and I'm clean and my hygiene is up and I'm going to, hey, I love myself. I love myself. But see, self-love also includes your actions. What you will and what you won't allow. That is self-love. Some of us want to say under self-respect, but that falls under self-love, like learning to love you. Once you learn to fully love you, you have a level of respect for your own self, where you won't allow anyone to come in and hurt you. Not only that, you won't allow yourself to hurt you. When you go into different scenarios, you're going to think about it before you move. You're going to pray about it before you move. You're going to check in with yourself and check in with God and be like, okay, hey, is this clear to move? Is this loving to myself? Is this going to make me a better person, or is this going to make me feel less than? Okay, well, maybe I shouldn't do that. And then I smile and I be like, I love me. You know what I mean? I love me. I have to tell myself after that, like, I love me. I love how far I've come. I love me. There's no need to do anything that's going to have me going back 10, 15 steps. Why? Then I'm going to be ready to blame everybody but myself. See, self-love is saying no to that drink. Self-love is saying no to that man or that party or that place or that thing that doesn't make you feel loved, that doesn't make you happy. Saying no to it. I love me enough to not even want to put myself in that environment. Now, I definitely talk about me. When I do my podcast, I'm talking about what worked for me, what happened in my life, what I've been through myself. I can't speak for others, but I do love to tell my story. So that way, it's clear. I can't judge anybody because I'm far from perfect. Come on, let's be serious. I'm very far from perfect, I've done things. So it's like, I love to tell my story, to be open, to be honest, and talk about my trauma, because hopefully it'll make it clear to other people that we do fall short. When we're not healed and we're not 100% and we're not 100% loving ourselves and we're not 100% understanding who we are as a person and, our purpose, when we don't know that, our actions can be very, different. But once you learn who you are, that's why it's very important to forgive yourself along this journey. You have to forgive yourself, address it, take accountability, and forgive yourself. That's self-love. That's loving yourself. Okay, I was flawed, and I was messed up, and I was wrong for this. My actions right there were wrong. Whatever I reap from that, Lord, I ask that you, it's mine. It's mine. But now that I'm learning to love myself, it's like certain things I can't allow myself to do. I can't. See, when I was younger, I loved it. Like I said, I'm going to talk about stories. When I was younger, I thought that, like, having sex, like, a person just talking to me and we talk for a couple of months and then, or a couple of weeks and we didn't have sex. I thought, hey, now, well, you're not just doing it on a one night. So you got to, that's love. You're respecting yourself. You're not trying to be. Let me tell you something. Self-love will make this, look, you got to be right for my soul. You got my body saying, oh, we. But what my soul saying, what my spirit saying, what am I really saying? How am I going to feel after this? Am I giving you a part of me and then I'm going to get up and feel less than? Because that's what I experienced when I was, young. And when I say that, I mean like in college, having sex, doing different things like that. And then I'm waiting on a phone call. And then sometimes I would be the one to not even call. Like, guys would try, like a guy would try to talk to me and I'd be like, no, it's nothing. Like, it's nothing. Like, after we have had sex, like, literally, like, no thank you, uninterested. That's the type of mentality I had because I was so in my mind that this is all that a man wants anyway. So I'm going to just cut it off because that's all it's going to be. No self-love, not even being honest with myself. Not being honest with other people. I can go so deep when it comes to actual self-love and the actions that, come with not fully loving yourself and not fully being healed and thinking you know what's going on. You have no idea, having horrible communication skills, having no trust in no one at all because of things that happened in your past by people who say they loved you. I can go real deep at the trauma that's created that blinds us from actual self-love, that actually blinds us from seeing, hey, look, you're not loving yourself properly. Love that wouldn't do that. Love you first. Respect you first. Care about you first. Because when you start forming that ball of action of loving you first, then you want all that evil, all that negativity, all the things that drain your emotions and drain your mental and your physical and your spiritual, it won't be able to get in. Because if it's not loving to you, you're not allowing it. You're not allowing it. See, when I was younger, and I go back to when I was younger, y'all, I'm telling you, because I done been through some stuff that's just been crazy, and I didn't understand the reason why I was doing the things, and I didn't understand the damage that I was creating while doing these things. But now that I have learned, and I finally have my eyes open to it, now if I fall and I do something like that, or something that's gonna hurt me, it's like, be accountable for how you feel in those down days, because you knew better. You know what I mean? You knew better. So I hold myself on a different level now for my own mental, for my own protection, for my own love. Like, there's things that I want to do. There are things that I want to, experience. People that I want to, be around and talk to. And because I finally chose to love me first, I can't allow it. It's not good for me. It's not going to feed me spiritually. It's not going to help me grow. It's not. And it break my heart. I'm gonna be honest, it used to break my heart. Now I have accepted the fact that when you walk in your purpose, you have to be willing to let go of anything and anyone at any time and be okay with it. Why? Because people change. Things change. Life happens. So you have to be ready to adjust. Your soul, your life, you have to be ready to adjust. So when you love you and you're who you're focused on, as far as my mental, okay, making sure this is okay, because if I'm okay, then this is going to be okay, and then this is going to be okay. But when I allow negativity to infiltrate or come into what I'm doing, then I have opened myself up to so many emotions that I'm not prepared for. But when you have self-love and you got that strong mentality of how much you mean to you and how much your life is set around your actions, when you get into that, then, that's when you realize, okay, I'm loving myself. And this is what I deserve. And the things that I've done in the past, the wrong I've done and the wrong that I received, I ask that I'm forgiven for my actions, and I forgive them. And now I'm moving forward because this is a new person. Every day we change. Every day we evolve. Every day we become bigger and stronger and more into who we're supposed to be as a person, as a spiritual being having a human experience. Every day we grow closer to that. So when you learn to love your physical and your spiritual, your flesh and your spirit, and see, let me say this. You have to kill the flesh wants when it comes to self-love. You have to kill off the fleshly wants. And what I mean is those demons that we all battle when it comes to the flesh. Some of us is sex. Some of us is drugs. Some of us is money. Some of us is all of them. Some of us is gambling. Some of us is drinking. Some of us is, lying. We pick up these energies, right? And we carry them with us, and it becomes a part of us. We pick up these different habits that break us down as to who we are. But once we overcome the battles of the flesh, like I said, once you kill off the flesh and we become who we are in the spirit, it becomes totally different. But you have to kill off the flesh as far as the demons that you struggle with. That's what I mean about killing off the flesh. Not actually, offing yourself. No, we're not getting that deep. No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is killing off the wants that the flesh has. You get what I'm saying? It's very important. But you do have to love who you are on the physical form. You have to love if your smile is crooked. You have to love if your head is a little bigger. You have to love if your feet are small or your hand. You love yourself. You love yourself fully, because you know what? You are created perfect in God's sight. You are perfect. You know what I mean? You are you. That's what makes you unique. Nobody can take that from you. Fall in love with yourself. And let go of what doesn't serve you, what doesn't make you happy, what is not good for you. Let go of the things that make you feel less than. or that put you in a depression for 3 or 4 days, and you are the one picking yourself up out of that depression, you and God and y'all alone. Let go of those things. That's self-love. And that's what I'm learning, and like I said, I'm always talking about myself. Sometimes it seems like I'm talking at people, and I have to catch myself and make it clear that when I'm talking, I'm literally just talking about my life and what I've been through and how God has brought me thus far, and how I'm still fighting, still growing, still learning, still evolving, but so ready to talk and help others understand. And a lot of people aren't going to get it, and it's not meant for everybody. Who's for me is for me, and who's for you is for you. And that's the great thing about being who you are. What's for you is going to come, but you have to fall in love with you. You have to fall in love with love, being open to just caring for yourself. So yes, self-love and self-care, though it may seem like it's the same, and we always say it's one and the same, yes. But to fully have self-love, you have to, self-care, you have to have self-love. That's what I meant to say. To fully have self-care, you have to have self-love, period. You have to. Self-care is keeping yourself up, making sure you're okay on the physical, what the world sees, what you put yourself out as, That is self-care. Taking care of your hair, taking care of your, making sure, what makes you happy. And let me not say for the world to see, because I don't want people to think that I'm saying people's opinion matter. I want to always correct myself. That's not what I meant. What I meant was, if you feel like when you get your nails done, you feel like you brand new person and you in love with yourself, it makes your heart level go from a 20 to a 50, that's self-care. If you get a new wig and you like, yes, you know what I'm saying? This is, whatever makes you smile, what makes your heart smile, what makes you rejoice, that you do for yourself, that's self-care. For self-love is the level of respect that you have for yourself, the way you uphold yourself, the way you move, the way you act. It's certain things that when you have self-love, even though you want to do it, like I said, you won't and you can't, because you respect and you love yourself more. And it's a task we have to work on every day. Because, like I said, every day we're changing, every day we're evolving, every day we face new battles. So stay focused on this journey. You know what I mean? I'm sending y'all love and light. Dig into self-care, dig into self-love, go deeper. We're always going deeper. If you have any questions, y'all can get with me. I have my email linked on my link tree. I love you guys so, so much. I hope y'all have a great day. I'm sending y'all nothing but love, light, and positivity. This is your girl, Diana Nicole. I'm getting ready to sign out. But like I said, go deeper. Love yourself. Work on both self-love and self-care. You know why? Because we matter and we deserve to be happy. Live the life we are called to live freely. So yeah, I'm out. Y'all have a great day. Y'all know I'm not going to talk y'all head off too much. I'm just going to come and drop a podcast, send y'all some love, talk about my stories, talk about my struggles of learning who I am as a person and what I deserved and what I didn't and what I put myself through, and what I had to forgive myself about. So many wrong, I've done so many crazy things, and it's like, I'm so grateful to be who I am today. I'm grateful to, I be getting emotional. I'm grateful to grow and learn myself and find God and find who I was called to be. And it's like, I can't stop talking. I can't stop sharing love, knowledge, some things that may have made me embarrassed years ago. I'm going to share everything. This podcast is going to be about everything. Today it's about self-care and self-love and knowing the difference and working towards, getting where we need to be with it. But I'm serious, y'all. Like, I have been through so much, and I'm so grateful to be in this moment, to be able to, tell people it's going to be okay. And what you did in your past, that's not you anymore. It's going to be okay. We're moving forward. We can't go back and rewind anything. You have to take it all as a lesson, learn from it, grow, and move forward. But every day fall more and more in love with yourself. Okay? I love you guys so much. I'm signing out. Y'all have a great day. Bye.